This whole tattoo came out super clean. The outline is crisp. The areas of solid black are smooth.
Looks awesome. Why did you guys put it backwards?
Put it backwards?
100% backwards. That's what you're looking at when this guy walks up to you.
That's the front of his arm right there. The focal image of his whole forearm. That's what you see.
How do you place eyes on the body?
Towards the front.
Front and in. You guys that one up. You took yourselves completely out of the wind.
In this week's elimination tattoo, you'll be inking a style that many cultures consider sacred, tribal.
Definition of a clean tribal tattoo would have to be clean lines, saturated, large area of black.
Throughout history, the tribal tattoo has been very important. They were used to identify the enemy in war, as symbols of marriage, and to establish a status within the tribe. You'll be creating a tattoo that incorporates your own personal style, as well as traditional tribal elements.
Tribal tattoos have a lot of sharp edges and curves to them, a lot of solid black. I'm stoked. It's something that I do a lot of. My client wants a tribal piece with a lion on it. He went to South Africa on safari, got stalked by a lion.
That's crazy. Did you ever go back there again?
Oh, yeah. I enjoy doing tribal. The other artists are all crying because that's not something they do. That's not their style. It's something that I do a lot of.
It looks so dope, don't it?
Welcome, guys, to another elimination round. For this week's elimination tattoo, we asked you to create a tribal tattoo that incorporates your own personal style. Al.
What's up, gentlemen?
How'd it go?
It went good. I love that kind of tribal.
First thing I gotta say right off the bat, that lion head is facing his armpit. It would have been a much stronger image with that lion facing the center.
If you look at a lot of Polynesian chess pieces, they have those like totem pole faces, and they're facing that way.
It's Tattoo 101, man. You do faces, people, images, facing inward. I count that as a design flaw.
He said my was facing the armpit. I mean, is that a rule for tattooing?
Yeah, that is one thing.
But who makes the rule though? Do you have to follow those rules?
It just looks better facing the center of the chest, not the armpit.
The freaking line is like tucked into his armpit. Any person, whether you're a tattooer, an artist or not, should be able to look at that and think the line clearly looks better facing inwards, not the armpit. That was a big mistake.
Like, what the Get the up out of here.
Today, you must all tattoo the same subject, a Japanese snake.
Damn it.
Snakes are one of the most symbolic creatures in traditional Japanese tattooing.
Traditional Japanese is really hard because it has a whole lot of rules in it, and if you don't know them, you can't follow them, and the one guy who's gonna judge you is Taki, and he's gonna nail the out of you.
Japanese tattoos are infamous for incorporating many different elements to create a dynamic image. In order for the elements to work together, they must be in perfect proportion. There is one more obstacle you must face today. All of the canvases want their tattoos on their ribs.
Of course they do.
Ribs? You've got to be kidding me. I'm not familiar with any of the rules of Japanese tradition. I'm just gonna try to follow as much reference as I possibly can. Knowing that we're the top 5, there's definitely no room for error in this tattoo.
Halo is biting off way more than he can chew. His background's way off, and he's doing the belly backwards intersection. Not a good one.
Today, you had to show your mastery of proportion by tattooing a Japanese snake on your canvas's ribs. Halo.
What made you decide to just do the bottom just flat across?
I have no background in Japanese traditional. I just didn't know how to end it.
That part of the layout is very awkward. Flat across the bottom, big oval tombstone shape at the top.
This does look like a tombstone. It also looks like would fit better on an arm. Now, I understand that this is not your area of expertise. Unfortunately, it shows.
You should have taken another 2 hours just on the drawing and done less tattooing because the snake body makes 0 sense. The belly of the snake is going in the opposite direction that it should go. The belly's going upwards, not downwards.
Not only just Japanese today, but it's just a snake. Just to see so many flaws just in the shape of the snake, There's no reason for that.
It's just way off, way off.
Halo, you're here because Maddie put you up for elimination. Maddie, why did you choose Halo?
I went with Halos because of the sheer size and importance of the mistakes that he made. The gigantic background, and the snake spun around with the belly scales and just went completely backwards.
I think one of my biggest issues sometimes is when you overthink things. I went into this challenge thinking traditional Japanese, and if it didn't hit the mark, dude, like, you can't hit mark every time.
This big black shape plastered on the side of this guy's body is just really abrupt. It goes against the way Japanese tattoos fit the body.
With traditional Japanese, I've seen a lot of things that do make abrupt stops.
Yeah, the munewari split chest goes right down the middle. Those are forms that were designed years ago. Tattooing was illegal.
They had to wear robes and stuff.
Right, so they'd be able to cover it. But by placing it right here, what effectively you've done is now, if they did want to connect a back piece to it, would be hard to do.
Taisha, Dawn, and Julia, your teammates have put you up for elimination. But only one of you will be packing your machines. The three of you must face off, tattooing head-to-head to determine who will continue in the competition and who will be packing their machines. You have one final shot to prove you have the fundamentals. Each of you must tattoo the same American traditional design. You've each been randomly assigned a human canvas. You'll have 4 hours to complete your tattoo. In the end, one of you will lose your shot at $100,000 and the title of Ink Master.
Look good, like right there.
So, do you guys think that on this particular tattoo, there's a right and a wrong way to have it facing?
Well, of course. Yes, absolutely. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Look at the skull.
Yeah, his is facing in. And that one, hers is facing out. That's experience, bro.
She put the tattoo on backwards, and they're testing fundamentals of tattooing. She already lost in my eyes.
But it's backwards.
Tattoos should always face forward and in if they have eyes. That's just the rule of thumb. If you do them the other way around, they're really not flattering on the body.
2 out of 3 have it facing the right way. Yeah, Taisha.
Looking at today's challenge being fundamentals, these elementary mistakes are huge.
Julia, Taisha, and Dawn, you faced off, tattooing an American traditional design. 2 of you will be staying, and 1 of you will be packing your machines. Taisha, let's start with you.
You definitely have the strongest line work out of these tattoos today, but you're the 1 out of the 3 people to have it facing backwards. Obviously, it should have been flipped. And you went overboard with the shading in the skull, giving it a hairdo and a mustache.
What did you learn to tattoo first?
Skulls, butterflies.
Skulls?
Yes.
So you do understand the concept of where shading goes.
On this style, I don't really know how it goes. It was more like a guess.
This is a competition and you are expected to know all of these things, so that is a major flaw.
Final decision.
Taisha.
I vote for Taisha.
Taisha.
The judges have decided. Taisha, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Standing on my ethics of tattooing and what was drilled into me, that backwards design is a killer.
Please pack your machines and close shop. All season long, you've been tattooing head-to-head. But today, you've truly met your match. You have one last head-to-head battle against yourself.
What does that mean? I feel like we're all about to get our asses handed to us one last time.
Master or apprentice, there is no better way to learn than from your own mistakes. So today, you get to do a do-over. The judges will choose the one tattoo in this competition that we feel you completely botched. You must tattoo it one more time. And this time, you've got to nail it. Chris, you must redo your phoenix tattoo.
You don't really have any real definition of feathers. It just looks like a big red parrot with a more evil head on it.
This one, I want to see it all, man. The entire bird, full view. Don't do a firebird, do a phoenix.
I got one last shot at this whole competition, and this phoenix is gonna get me into the finale. I'm excited because that first Phoenix I did, even I wasn't happy with it.
I'm gonna do it completely different than my original tattoo. I'm gonna do it in a Japanese style.
You ready to go?
Ready.
I'm showing the judges all of the skills, line work, saturation, artistry, finesse, all in this one last tattoo. I've consistently had better tattoos this entire competition than Craig and Cruzman. They don't have a chance.
Enjoying the day off. You know, if it gets too hard, it's okay to give up.
3, 2, 1. That is it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink.
All right, I'll get you up.
Today, each of you tattooed head-to-head against yourself. This was your last chance to prove that you deserve a spot in the live finale. Chris, let's start with you. My comments were that there was no detail in your previous Phoenix, and this is what I was talking about. Seeing the feathers, seeing the different textures. I really like this so much better than the previous one.
Getting into the technical application of this tattoo, a lot of bright colors, a lot of saturation, but the outline is where you fall short. A lot of your little thin lines are kind of scratchy, and a lot of your bolder lines are inconsistent.
The bold lines went around the head and around to the front of those wings to pop them forward.
But they didn't. It only went on one wing. The other wing doesn't have the bold line. It looks like you bold up areas that you needed to fix.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Does it look like the inside parts of the wing should be on the outside? Shouldn't they be reversed? Typically, when you do a wing, it comes off and comes out. You have your first tier, your second tier, and your third tier, and then it tears back in towards the body.
It's kind of weird right there.
It should be reversed. It's backwards. You did better than the first one, but you definitely have some complications in this one.
Today, you must tattoo.
Here it comes.
A compass rose.
Oh shit. Really? A lot of circles, a lot of tight lines. It's just a nightmare.
Unlike a vintage map, the compass rose is the part that shows you which way is north, south, east, and west. It always consists of straight lines and circles every single time.
How's yours coming? Color?
Yeah, it's traditional.
Nice.
Put that flag the other way.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like such an easy mistake to make.
Doing the straight lines now, so it's be as still as you can.
Just as I suspected, Jason kicked all of us right in the gut.
I knew somebody was gonna be like, I'll give Angel the flipper ship.
I'm gonna keep the other competitors guessing. They don't know what I've been up to.
But joke's on you, Jason. Give me a skull and I'm gonna hit it out of the park every single time.
Today, you had to execute flawless fundamentals, tattooing a compass rose. West, let's start with you. Angel.
Very, very clean tattoo. It's what a strong black outline can do. And it pops, and it's strong, and it's a sticker.
Is the flag going the wrong way?
Yes.
What? I had it the other way, and then Arlene was like, it's backwards.
And the wind is pushing the sails, so the sails are bowed this way, but then the flag is going the opposite way.
I will not forget.
Today, the power is in the hands of the canvases. You must tattoo whatever your canvas wants.
This could be bad. Usually we talk canvases out of certain things. These could be super difficult.
Each shop will have a 5-minute interview with each of the canvases individually. Then, each canvas will pick the shop they want to tattoo them. It's up to you to make an impression in order to get the canvas you want or don't want.
Here's the deal. If there's something you hear you want, your job is what?
Sell it. All right, canvases, one by one, please tell us about the tattoo that you want to get today.
Angry tiger head on my left forearm.
This is the best tattoo to get because you only have 1 point of information to put down, and that's a tiger head. You could crush this thing.
So who's done what on this thing?
I lined it. Bubba did all like the black in the face, and then Bubba's gonna jump back to the leaves. 100%, we got tattoo of the day.
DJ and Bubba's, the eyes should be here.
That's what I think.
Oh, it's backwards.
To succeed as a shop, you must be able to self-promote and impress your canvases. Let's see how you did. Old Town Ink.
This whole tattoo came out super clean. The outline is crisp. The areas of solid black are smooth.
Looks awesome. Why did you guys put it backwards?
Put it backwards?
100% backwards. That's what you're looking at when this guy walks up to you.
That's the front of his arm right there. The focal image of his whole forearm. That's what you see.
How do you place eyes on the body?
Towards the front.
Front and in. You guys that one up. You took yourselves completely out of the wind.